Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Muhammad with a Muhammad Minute. You see my eye? Hey, it's what happens in this life, man. Sometimes you gotta take a punch or three. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta knock somebody out. But hey, check us out, though. In this life, you gotta always get back up to fight another day. Growing up, the only tools of strength that we had was our hands. You know what I'm saying? It's either your hands or your ability to mediate a situation. Now, sometimes you might go ahead and pick a fight that is not your fight, but be prepared to fight until the last ounce of your strength gives up, right? Because look, a lot of people in this world are going to try and take advantage of you. They're going to try to have their way with the meek. Now, what are the meek? The meek are the people that can't really stand for anything, meaning that they are in this life here and there. And unfortunately, the meek make up majority of the people. They're neither here or there. They don't have a backbone to stand on. You know what I'm saying? They just go with the times, here or there. So, in order to be a better person who can actually guide the people around them, you have to be willing to take losses. And losses can come in many different forms, right? Like in a fight, think of each throw as a battle. But the whole war must be won by the one who pushes through each and every battle. This was a battle lost, right? Right here. This was a battle lost. But guess what? These hands show how I won the war. You know what I'm saying? So these hands will show you that I won the war. But if you just look at this, I lost the battle. If you look at the other dude, he lost the war. So, you have to keep on coming up with new motivating factors in this life. Sometimes you gotta really overpower and destroy your opponents. This is how you build up your testosterone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of problems in the 21st century stems from the lack of testosterone from men. Why? Because group activities, fight or flight, all of these things have been decimated. It's a very comfortable life for a lot of people. That's why their testosterone levels are down. They're not faced with adversity. It's a well-known fact. The more things you can overcome in your life, the better confidence you have. And a lot of the attributes of a man come from the hormone of testosterone. You want to talk about you want to talk about toxic masculinity. I think that concept is totally flawed, because the only way masculinity can be toxic is if the person who is exhibiting those traits is putting on a persona. A lot of people, they aren't confident with themselves, so that's why they need to put up a front. And remember, the hypocrite will go to either extremes. The one who is true to his word, he will find the better option. So at the end of the day, you have to come together and find a better option. How do you find a better option? What you have to do is you have to fight each and every battle like it's a war. So every battle that you set yourself on the journey to embark on, you have to treat it like the whole war. So let's say if you have a job interview, never mind that you don't want the job, you got to treat that job interview like a war, as a confidence building tool that you can use to project yourself to the next level when you do have a job interview that you really do want. It's the small things that help make the man into a great man. It's these small battles, right? So if somebody calls out your friend, you better go step in. If somebody, if your boss says that you've been slacking off on the job, you've been doing this and that, you have to take words of guidance as facts. Somebody's perception of you is valid, right? So you have to take all these things into consideration and come up with ways to win the battle so you can win the war, right? You got to win the hearts and minds of people, and sometimes you got to lose a battle to win the war. That's just the simple facts. Muhammad Minute.